going on, everyone? It's Kyle here, and I'm down at the Protect Range down in Brazil, Indiana. Today I have something with me pretty cool that I'm pretty excited about. It's a Henry Golden Boy 44 mag 4th edition deluxe model. Comes with the semi-fancy walnut stock, the engraved receiver. It's the octagonal barrel, as you can see there, and it's overall a very classy older Western style firearm. I decided to pick up the 44 mag. On my previous videos, I've been struggling with that 350 Legend, not sure whether it's the scope or the rifle or what it is. So as annoyed as I am about it, I decided to get this, and I'm going to stick with the semi buckhorn sights on it. I'm going to keep the standard Henry sights on it, and that's what I'm going to use to take a deer with, because I'm really new to iron sights. Usually when I get a gun, I just immediately throw a scope on it, put a scope on it, and so I'm still figuring these out. Well, I have already shot this, and down here, this diamond, it was raised all the way up, so I had to loosen the screw, drop that all the way down. I'm not sure at what distance Henry shoots their firearms, but it wasn't nowhere close for even 30 yards, so I had to drop that quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a 3-shot group down range at 50 yards, and I'm going to see where I'm at. I'm currently shooting at a splatter target, and we'll go from there, see if I need to make any adjustments. The adjustments I have made to it already, it seemed like it was spot on, but things can change. Barrels get hot, barrels are cold, this and that, all kinds of different situations going on. So let's load this up. And man, the 44 mag is just, it's cool. It's not cheap, it's cool though. It's a spent cartridge. Nice big old thick fat boy right there. All right, ears on, and let's see where we're at. I've already shot my 350 Legend a lot today. My shoulder's starting to get real sore already. All right, we'll go take a look at that real quick. Now be easy on me, because I'm still pretty new to iron sights, so I'm trying to get the whole hang of this right now. And I've watched a few different sight pictures. Some people like to place the bead right over the target. Some people like to put the bead right underneath the target. Right now I have it set up to have the bead right underneath the target, so the target that you're aiming for should be a whole 100% visibility. Hey, this ain't too bad. I had one little flyer, but not terrible at all. So there it is right there. That's not too bad for 50 yards. Like I said, I just had that one flyer. Those two ain't terrible. That's like my 3rd time ever shooting iron sights. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some stickies back on there. We'll shoot another 3-round group, but man, my shoulder's already killing me from that 350 Legend. But I'm pretty happy with that for 50 yards. I don't plan on shooting that any more than 100 would be pushing. It had to be a really big deer for me to want to shoot that thing at 100 yards. It'd have to be, it's going away from me. I can't get them drawn in, or can't call them in, none of that snort wheeze. So I'd really have to take a good shot. Otherwise, this is a 50 to 75 yard max gun. And for 50 yards, I'm pretty excited about that. The only bad thing about the gun is that receiver, and that receiver is going to shine like the sun during the middle of the day. So I actually have the mother-in-law working on something to cover up that receiver while I'm out hunting. I'm gonna load up another 3-shot group. I cover those up. I'm gonna shoot another 3-shot group. The thing about this rifle is this rifle is a 1 of 1,000. There's only 1,000 of these made. This is number 447. And there's a lot of guys out there that if they saw this video, they'd be cringing. They'd be cringing to see me using, 1, the side gate right here and not the 2 magazine. And 2, the fact that I'm even shooting a 1 in 1,000. But I ain't gonna buy a gun and then not shoot it. That just don't make sense to me. We got a guest coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and take the hammer down, wait for them to get set up. So we ended up having some company down at the other range, so I decided to move up to the premium range over here. I took down my target. This is from the Henry 44 mag at 50 yards. It's not terrible. Like I said, I'm still learning iron sights. I never said I was the best shot in the world. I definitely can get the job done, but this ain't terrible. Not terrible 50 yards. I'm completely new to moving dovetail sights, so I will have to move this left or right. I'm gonna have to do some YouTube research on that, or maybe I'm just shooting a bit to the left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put up another target here at 50 yards. I'm gonna throw a couple more rounds down range and we'll see where we go from there. All right, Henry 44 Magnum, 50 yards. There's a mess of splatter targets down there. I went to take them down, it was taking everything down, so I'm trying to shoot a new splatter target over ones that have been obliterated by some type of AR. Kind of hard for me to get my bead and everything in sight. So I really focused on the target, putting the bullseye just above my front bead. Once you see this target, you're going to see it's an absolute mess, but it's actually looking pretty good. Tad bit high because I adjusted for it from the last set, but that'll be perfect for 75 yards for sure. But I had one flyer, but there's those 2 there, and you can see it's hard for me to get my sight picture dialed in because that's just a complete mess right there. But that's not too bad. One flyer and then 2 hit just high there. So I'm pretty happy with that. So that means that at 75 yards, 100 yards, that's going to be dead on. So I can adjust for that. So I'm going to keep that where it's at. I do have an elevation adjustment where I can bring that down 1 notch if I want to. I'm not a fan of having it on its lowest adjustment, so I'm going to keep it where it's at. Like I said, if time comes, there's a deer 50 yards out, I'll just aim a little bit lower than normal. So overall for the Henry 44 mag, my shoulder's hurting. I've put about 12 rounds through it. It definitely puts a hurting on you, but I'll tell you what, it's a good looking gun. It's a 1 in 1000 Henry 44 Magnum 4th edition deluxe model, and there it is there. Just a great looking gun. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and thanks for checking everything out.